Welcome to part 2 of my Yooka-Laylee guide. In this video I will be showing you how to complete the rest of Tribalstack Tropics, which includes getting 12 Pagies, 74 Quills, the Ghost Riders, the Power Extender, and the Health Extender. The additional moves that you need to complete this part of Tribalstack Tropics are Camo Cloak, which you can get from Trouser right before World 4 in Hydrate Towers, and Slurp State, which you can get from Trouser in Glitterglaze Glacier, World 2. Now you don't actually need Slurp State to complete this world, but it makes it easier, I guess. You can actually bypass it to get to the top of the monument, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So let's get into it. So the first Pagie that you can go and get after expanding is up behind the corporate camp. You gotta go talk to Shovel Knight, and then he wants you to go up and collect a treasure on the top of this shrine, I think is what it's called, the Tribalstack Shrine. So basically you just got to get to the top, and once you're at the top you can shoot the gem out of the eye of the face thing, then you collect it. So the only thing you really have to do in order to get to the top is use your Slurp Shot ability to shoot these frost tiles at the right time. Whenever you hit it, it will stop the rotating bridges. This one is the hardest one with the moving platform or the moving button, and yeah, I mean, you'll get it eventually. It's a little bit hard to time it, but other than that, it's really not challenging at all. You just gotta hit the targets at the right time.
Yo ho ho.
In between Duke's Temple and Rextro's Arcade, there will now be a little bridge type thing made out of those smiley face platforms. So you can just jump up there, and there will be these totems that you have to hit with Sonar Shot. These wooden bridges will be invisible, just like that little section was. But just make it to the end, and there's a Pagie. Once you have made your way over to the Tribalstack Monument, you can take the first left to go up to the second floor and find this rotating platform. So yeah, just stand on this button and it rotates automatically, obviously from what you can see. And for this Pagie, you want to make it go about halfway between this platform and the other one that was right to the right of it. So you just take these water berries, jump over, and what you're going to want to do is spray water into this broken Mr. Blowy's mouth. Then he will unlock the Pagie for you. When you go to the right, once you hit the Tribalstack Monument, you can go through this door and get to the second floor from the other side, which will put you right in front of Kartos himself. He's not in a video game this time. Well, not an 8-bit video game, whatever you want to say. Anyway, so your goal is to collect 60 gems worth before you can be deemed worthy enough to get the Pagie from Kartos. I don't know if it's really possible to fail, because this is pretty easy. Just know that the golden ones will give you 5 gems, and if you get hit by either a barrel or the flames from these Mr. Blowys, you will lose some gems. I don't know exactly how many. But yeah, the goal is to get 60 gems, and it is extremely easy this time around, at least on this world. So yeah, there you go. When you are ready to go to the top of the Tribalstack Monument, you will need to get past these Mr. Blowys up here. Now, the game will lead you to believe that you actually need to have the Slurp State ability. However, that is not the case. As you can see from what I just did, you can just jump past them. So there's one Pagie right there from the KG. Then once you go further up the mountain or the monument, you will come across this cannon, and he will want you to blast these dudes in the face because he doesn't like them for some reason. So once you do that, he will give you a Pagie. So there's 2 Pagies that you can get right there just from getting past those Mr. Blowys without Slurp State. When you go up the other side of the monument, you will be able to come across this big cloud. His name is Nimble, and he has the ability to change the weather based on what you shoot at his face, which is really weird, but that's just, that's just the way it is. So first, what you want to do is change his weather to being rainy, so he will fill up the canal with water. Then you go over and get these frost berries and shoot him in the face to get him to be snowy, and that will freeze the water that is in the canal. Once you have done that, you will need to go back to Nimble and race her again. It's pretty much the exact same thing as last time, only with the added twist that it's icy and you don't have as much traction, which isn't a very big deal at all, because what you can do is just jump, and you can actually move in midair. So every time you need to turn, instead of staying on the ground, just jump and you'll end up going faster. So just keep that strategy in mind and you will very easily win this race. Oh, and don't forget to collect the butterflies, obviously. So pretty close to that rotating bridge, you can jump across this little gap to find a Pagie and a KG. He will want you to complete an obstacle course, more or less. It's pretty much just jump through the hoops while going up these platform type deals, floating islands, I guess. And at the same time, you gotta dodge these little bee dudes. So once you do that, then you will be able to collect that Pagie. It's pretty simple. For the Pagie that is inside the monument, all you really need to know is that you first need the camo cloak ability, which you can get from Trouser in Ivory Towers right before World 4. And I mean, the video is pretty self-explanatory. Doesn't really need any explaining, so I'll just let you watch the video and good luck. So the boss fight on this world is against the Great Rampo. All you need to do is roll up his ramp using Reptile Roll, and at the same time you need to dodge the logs that he spits out, and then once you get to the top, dodge his fire, and then hit his teeth. And do this a total of 3 times until you defeat him. Each time his logs will get a little bit harder to dodge, but you can jump over them as you're rolling, so it's really not that hard at all. And yep, once you do that 3 times, you will defeat the boss of Tribalstack Tropics. The yellow Ghost Rider can be found right behind the start of the zone. Just drop down and there he is, collect him. The green Ghost Rider is right over here to the right of the start, below that corporate camp, whatever you call it. He's a little bit hard to get. You gotta chase him around a little bit, but you'll get him. For the pink Ghost Rider, you need to get the Slurp Shot ability from Trouser first. Just grab some of these frost berries, then jump up these pillars to get to the top, and then you gotta actually shoot him in the mouth before he'll be fed, and you can grab him. The blue Ghost Rider is right here in the Tribalstack Forest. You need Sonar Shot to get him first. You just gotta shoot towards this little spot at the end of the path, and he'll show up. Go and collect him. The red Ghost Rider, and also the only one that you can only get after expanding this world, is located up on the monument, pretty close to that rotating bridge. Just take a left from it and you can get up to this area that's going right next to Nimble, that big giant cloud. And so with this one, you'll actually need to fight him, and I'm not sure if it's always the case, but in the video here, I only hit him 3 times before I can collect him. But yeah, basically just wait for him to attack and he'll turn yellow, then you can hit him. And once you get all the Ghost Riders like I did there, then you will get a Pagie. For the very last Pagie on this world, you need to collect all 200 Quills. This clip is just kind of showing me getting the last 3 of them, but if you're stuck on trying to get all the Quills, you can go back and look through my last video showing all of them that you can get before expanding the world, and then right after this I will show you all of them that you can get after expanding the world. So take a look at those. Once again, for this video, I'm just gonna kind of play it through and you can try to find which ones that you might be stuck on. The only one I'm going to actually point out is the one that it's currently playing. I've heard a lot of people getting stuck on this one. It's behind this shrine, the building that Shovel Knight is at. It's just one lone Quill sitting in the back there. So, I mean, I can see why people have trouble with it, but that's really the only one that's fairly difficult to find. So, other than that, well, good luck collecting the rest of them. The health extender on this world is located right on the right side from where you get to the monument. Just go to this little area and you can jump up the platforms and get to the end, and there's the health extender. The power extender on this world is located on the very top of the monument. Now, I already mentioned previously in the video that you can actually get up here without the use of the slurp state ability. But once you do get to the top, all you have to do is shoot the totem with your sonar shot, and the invisible platform will appear, and boom, power extender. There you go.